And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where it would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Stick back to pass. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're another lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. This is taken around the 12. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now 3rd down and 7. Young will set to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Jackson. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Off play action, it's Stick. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First and 10, Stick. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 2nd down, it's Stick. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Calais Campbell, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On the give, here comes Jackson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll throw on 2nd down his Stick. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Stick looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randall Cobb from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Young. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Young. A short throw to Ingram. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Williams, touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Right side caught by Jackson. And he gets it down to the 32. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Boswell's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Young. A short throw to Ingram. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. Throwing, Young. He completes it to Julio Jones.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And what a big-time play there. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Young's throw taken in by Miller.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. A give to Williams, running right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now here's Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Lumberjacks have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will put them on top here in the third. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pushing his way through.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
They run again with Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Robert Quinn, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Take it at the 37. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Young off the bootleg. That's complete to Turner. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This will be caught at about the 6. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Looking to throw, Young. Touchdown! Anthony Miller, a 5-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down, they'll throw with stick. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Stick looking to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a give. It's Jackson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's got some room to operate.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the River Hogs have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Young on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
This one finds Austin at right.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Young.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
It's Young off play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here is Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the red zone now, Young. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on. Welcome back to Toronto. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Young. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Young to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones from 4 yards out. And the Lumberjacks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Sticks throw into the hands of Cobb.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Stick looks to throw. And Matthews over the middle with the ground. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Stick back to pass.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down.
Stick looks to throw it again. That is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And just shutting him off there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They'll run again with Jackson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Stick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll throw on 2nd down his Stick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randall Cobb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the River Hogs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Boswell for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Young looks to throw on 1st down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll
look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And that is taken in by Boyd.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A shotgun throw for Stick. Left side, caught by Matthews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Stick looking to throw. He's got Smith here.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range.
Taking it right down Broadway. And touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
74 yards.
And the Lumberjacks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Off play action, it's Stick. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 8. Stick to throw once more. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 14 that time. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They go play action. Young. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young will set to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
121 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Young to throw it.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. Myers' kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Melbourne ready to go again on offense.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Right side caught by Jackson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Stick looks to throw. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Stick back to pass. Catch is made by Harry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Stick from the gun.
He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Now Stick. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Stick.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now Stick.
That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Toward the pylon, caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it...
And now the rookie's free. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Young.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Young to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here's 1st down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Stick looks to throw it again. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Here's Stick looking to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Got a man open. That's Harry. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Jackson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He'll drop to throw. Out to his left. Pushes past him. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Melbourne, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Toronto, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.